This seems to be broken.
Welcome, initiates, to the Corridor of Bane. Here begins the prelude to purification. Advance and accept what is coming to you.
Help! I'm lost! I was trying to get to the hidden Immaculate Village. Is this the way?
Welcome.
Look at the floor. The stone is black as night.
Sinister place, this corridor of Bane.
I
It's a
feel
trap.
my inside. Oh, I don't feel so good.
Welcome, initiates, to the Chamber of Burdens. Only those who can balance the weights of knowledge will see the walls of ignorance evanesce afore their eyes.
I cannot endure this fiery agony!
I'm drenched.
As good as
Sweet
a new
relief.
penny. This blaze is unbearable!
seems to be broken.
Rot's pretty awful, but I've seen Brandon wield Tenebrium without contracting so much as a sore toe.
I needed that. A stitch in time, eh, my friends? This seems to be broken. Now this is valuable.
Instant dugongs, you nearly... Ready to advance, ready to defend. What can I do?
The very same, comrade. It's a blessing he didn't recognize me. I don't think I could have faced him. I'm sorry you had to hear that. The last thing I'd hoped to do on this journey was disappoint you. But my past screams louder than a parrot with its tail on fire. So many I failed. So many in such pain because of me.
I am on the trail, Source Hunter.
More junk. There we are. We can continue further down this dungeon.
I wonder what's next. Soaking spray!
I prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
Welcome, initiates, to the Hall of Vigilance. Observe, bear witness, or brave the biting shades of failure.
Blood cures rot. But they also say that rats are lost ones, whatever that means.
This seems to be broken. I mustn't have used it correctly.
One bolt is never enough.
The only harvest in a frozen land. My victory!
Battering ram!
I mustn't have used it correctly.
I mustn't have used it correctly. What was that? I think I heard a door unlatch. I needed that.
I heard starstones fell from the heavens, but these immaculates hardly have the divine in mind when they bleed us over 'em.
This seems to be broken.
Go on! Like all the rest then. Bleed that hen and make your precious bloodstone. You'll get your due comeuppance. Proud and healthy human, you are not sick, you are not poisoned. I beg of you, don't kill this humble chicken. Let me live and I'll lay you a fresh egg each and every morning. No sunny side up taste as good as mine do.
We're not sick or gravely injured, so I suppose there's no reason to slaughter this animal.
Doing so would be senseless cruelty indeed.
Holy hands, how I give you thanks, darling friend of fowl. Countless chicks would have been orphaned, but for you, bless you, oh, bless you.
Well done indeed. You have made it far. You have felt the goddess's bane, and now you shall feel her boon. Kill ye this fowl and pour its ruby essence onto the altar, so that her blessing will cure thee of thine ails. But this cannot be. What is this heathen witchery? The rot is gone from your flesh, yet you have yet to partake in the blessings of the blood. Proceed, just proceed with the sacrifice. Kill the chicken, collect its blood, and yield it to the Star Stone. In the meantime, I need... There they are, the infernal heathens that undid the Star Stone. Drain the blood from them, render them unto the goddess.
Once you get rid of the shell, the flesh inside is so tender.
I invoke an icy hero.
And weave a tale for me.
Weapons, shields, heads, hearts.
If this battle be my last, know I went out fighting in your name.
Divide the arrows! Multiply the pain!
The time of your death is at hand.
This is the end for you! Striking it rich! I've got my eyes on the prize.
unless you're in the mood to face a whole lot of Immaculates. But maybe you're one of them now, after all. Go!
Welcome to Silver Glen, home and hearth of Immaculates.
Look there, a portal.
Shall we find out where it leads to?
Now this is valuable. A peaceful wood. The caterwauling of cultists was making me ill.
Lucula seems fairly infested with Immaculates. I wouldn't count on a long respite.
You're both here once more. Can you guess what's happened? Surely by now you know the signs. Or perhaps you can simply guess from how utterly giddy I am. Take a look. All your work has not been for naught. This last starstone you discovered has given the Weaver just what she needed to mend another portion of the tapestry. Another tantalizing tidbit of long-lost history awaits us. Another piece of your story is ours to discover. Oh, how very thrilling.
For millennia, the Godbox was flanked by the two devoted guardians. But Astarte's playmate, a creature called the Trife, turned her attention to the forbidden box.
I may know a way to destroy what's inside, hissed the scheming creature.
Together, we can set the Guardians free. Open its lid, Astarte, and we can have a look together. Astarte trusted her friend and assented. She pitied the Guardians and welcomed a chance to free them.
Let me help you,
she whispered into the ear of one. I know your duty, but you both deserve a chance at freedom. Haven't you suffered enough of this chore? She asked the other. Look, your companion is free already. The Guardians, unaccustomed to such attention, started. She had planted a seed of curiosity within them, rekindled a desire that had, for eons, laying dormant. Slowly, they glanced at one another, and the Trife's trap was sprung.
We were seduced then, tricked into neglecting our duty for the briefest of moments.
All we did was glance at one another. If that's a sin, there's not an innocent in all the world.
That box contained the Void Dragon. Nothing should have distracted us from guarding it.
Source Hunter, I have heard the tale of Prontua, a mortal who promised the gods she would always fetch their water. She was driven mad by the unchanging task far before the gods' thirst was quenched. Do you not find it strange that the gods would allow mortals to volunteer for such responsibilities? It seems humanity is very free. Free even from the judgment of the gods. Free to find greatness and failure both. There are worse fates, I think. I would be far more troubled to hear that we mortals were subjected to the will of the gods over our own wishes.
I salute you, my master. Other elementals lie in wait until with a word you command them to action. Which one of them, pray, has your preference? And that is your final choice?
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed.
Thy will be done.
This place is positively brimming with the surge of storm and lightning.
As good a place as any for an air elemental to set up shop.
Dearest guardians, how I rejoice at the sight of your growth, both in power and in prowess. And yet I cannot help but wonder, will it ever be enough? Will you craft yourselves once more into the warriors that you were? Oh, in the end you are like infants still, infants that would perish with a broken wail had they not their mother's milk to suckle. But you always were like children, weren't you? As are we all in the eyes of the gods. And yet they set an impossible task before you, then blamed you when you failed. How foolish even the divines can be, how lacking in compassion.
I do feel like a child, being kept in the dark about so many things.
I guess we'll have to find more Starstone and grow up.
but you startled me. I guess my head was up in the clouds. Oh, me? Sorry. I was just thinking about what it would be like if humans ate with their noses instead of their mouths. Anyway, what were you asking? Oh, yes. I saw how breezy and blowy you'd made this place. I thought it'd be the perfect place to clear my head. But not to worry. I'll earn my keep. My stock of air spells will blow your socks off. Yes. Snort that spaghetti. Oh, pardon. Yes. So, you'd like to learn to gust with the best of them, would you? Have a look. Toodaloo!
Into the fray once more.
You both puzzle. What's the word, Source Hunter?
Good to see you on the shelter plane. It shall be my pleasure. How very right you are. These thoughts have been bubbling in my mind like so much drink in a still. But I believe they've finally transformed into something quite potable. From what I can gather, the following stands to reason. The generals were put in charge of the God Box, but they must have faltered. The void must have escaped, or how could it loom upon us once more? Perhaps that faltering could explain why their souls were loosed, and why those souls now reside so contentedly within you. I think he is an ancient being so very old he outstrips the gods in their longevity. I think he used to be one with the void, that he used to roam freely through a universe that knew no creation. Perhaps that is why, I conjecture, he may well regard all that is as an abomination as terrifying as we hold the void to be. Time is a transgression most contemptible in his eyes. Space, mere savagery. We know what he did. He befriended Astarte and fed her curiosity until it became so agitated with the need to know what rested in the God Box that she herself, this creature of unadulterated purity, turned to deception. He longs for a return to a pre-creational state, for the death of the gods, for the nothingness in which he was born. Most certainly.
I'm the empathy.
Quite. The Hall of Winds, to be more precise, where an air elemental resides. The most poetic of nature's forces, the most gentle, but when unleashed, boy, you had better hold on to your hats. Tempest and lightning, storm and shadow. She can teach you many valuable things indeed.
Doom! Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Of all the wicked things, the one substance that can stand in the way of the void, and she's turning it into vessels of blight. You'll have to redouble your efforts, my friend. You'll have to find more starstones before she does, and forestall her insidious distortions.
How might I serve our mission? Threads I weave and tales I see, all will I tell. She is a creature of both tenderness and destruction. She is the summer breeze and the thunderstorm both. Once, at your command, she would drive away the rain clouds and usher in the spring. At other times, she would gather them above your enemy and send shattering strokes of lightning down along their shattering spines.
You know what a great
Ask, and I shall answer, if I can. But of course, what...
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter.
A bit drafty in here, isn't it? Are we near a vent?
Tell me, O Weaver.
Goddess's greetings, traveler, and blood's blessings.
That temple's older than sin itself, but humans never seem to lose interest in it.
I heard a strange woman whispering something about making Breath Knights vulnerable. Do you know?
Halt, trespasser! The hallowed village of Sacred Stone is hardly open to lost ones of every make and kind. What proof have you of your devotion to the conduit, to the goddess, to the one way? Present your immaculate amulet if you are a friend to our cause. Welcome, compatriot, fellow, friend. Enjoy your stay at the most enlightened village in all of Rivellon. The goddess's bounty guides you, compatriot, but a word of advice. Don't disturb Lady Attenborough if you can avoid it. Our lady is most particular indeed.
The goddess's bounty guides you, compatriot, but a...
Source Hunters! This is it! Sacred Stone! The seat of Attenborough! This must be where the Dark One has taken Jareth. We must be stealthy. If Jareth was taken by surprise, there is no telling what sort of subtle evil might find us here.
Bit of a song, I know. Greetings, moneybags. Ready to empty those pockets?
Come on, rocks for brains! Make yourself useful!
Yes, sir. What shall I do?
If you have to ask, you'll never know.
Don't you find it interminably dull?
My brother looked hard at King
I'm sorry.
They get those scrappy
Oh,
bits
come
ablazing and take it down in a matter of minutes. Thank the gods we've learned to handle this ore properly.
What, you don't fancy dying a slow, toxic death?
This here's an immaculate village, see? Sacred Stone by name. A place where every devotee of the goddess, orc, goblin and man alike can seek enlightenment and honor immaculate practices away from prying eyes. Plenty, plenty! Tenebrium is one of the goddess's many gifts to her children. My master's teaching me how to craft the stuff into the most powerful weapons yet known in Rivellon. You small, squishy human types gotta be extra careful, though. The goddess gift comes with a bit of a special kick for your kind. Not the easiest audience, that's for sure. But when it comes to handling the goddess's gift, one's gotta have the highest standards. After all, he's only hit me 3 or 4 times. I think he likes me. Sir, we may be in need of more Tenebrium daggers soon.
Is that so? Or is that what you think? Do we need more daggers?
Yes?
Drop again.
A few blows, they get those scrappy fists a-blazing and take it down in a matter of minutes. Oaks are strong, but they're slow as, well, as oaks.
Oh, what do I care about such nonsense anyway? I never saw an imp fight so much as Cole. They're Rivellon's most yellow-bellied chickens.
Reminds me of a song I know. The imps are out a-running, the moon is full and bright. Their squeals and wails and tremors are music in the night.
Hey, I know that. Crystal snows can twinkle, blizzards shake and turn.
Don't you find it interminably dull around here?
My heart will blaze.
Could be worse. My brother's a guard at keeping
colour me a
innocent
simpleton.
babes.
You're
I'm sorry for your loss.
Shucks, you think
Oh,
so?
come on.
My mom
It's not that bad.
She's got a mighty fine ear on her.
Let's hear another. What'd you say? Hearing him, killing him, sticking him, bleeding him, smashing him, bashing him, chopping him, popping him, dropping him. Hey, old friend, don't be shy. Sing along. Ooh! Hearing him, killing him, sticking him. Hi behind, of course. Don't know how you managed to avoid conscription. Most every Thaddeus, Rich, Gwen I know is there still. And that's a question for a more learned mind than mine. It ain't on any map you'll find. And the road there, well, there ain't any road. A little of these, a little of that, a few dead imps, a royal prisoner or four, not to mention the conduit herself presiding from on high. The frost may have taken my pinky toe, but I'd cut the other off myself if I get to relive it all. Painted a rosy enough picture for you, have I? Dying to pull up your ski socks and dive right in? Well, I can tell you this much. Our regiment got through by way of the White Witch's own cabin, if you can believe that. The rift runner ought to be there still, and a rift's the only way in.
Hearing him, killing him, sticking him, bleeding him, smashing him, bashing him, chopping him, pop.
In a bit of pleasant conversation.
Welcome, curious soul. Please remain among we followers of the Immaculate Way and learn the teachings of the goddess. Where once you were lost, now you are found. We are disciples of the goddess and soldiers of the greater good. We seek to raise ourselves from among the lost, to become enlightened by the teachings of the goddess as delivered to us through our holy conduit. We live in harmony with the tenebrium, at one with its curses and its blessings. The enlightened may be permitted to draw the energy, the lifeblood from these lesser souls, an honor for the lost one. The link between we mortals and the almighty goddess. It was she who showed us how to transform Starstone, that seemingly vapid gem, into precious, life-giving bloodstone. It was she who showed us how to use the blood of the sacrificed to create healing magic. She dwells in the Tenebrium mines now, along with those deemed enlightened enough to defend the goddess upon her return to Rivellon. Yes, bringer of rot, the goddess's bane. Miners in Silver Glen uncovered this strange mineral only recently. It was this discovery that brought the conduit from on high to us souls willing to receive her. Most feared illness, but most blessed gift. The conduit came to those miners afflicted with the terrible disease and offered them salvation, showed them that by sacrificing the lost among them in the name of the greater good, they could cure even the most hopeless case of rot. Our most precious relic. We obtain holy bloodstone by first securing a shard of starstone. The sacrifice of a lost one over this simple gem transforms it into a jewel capable of miraculously healing one laid low by sickness or injury. Before the conduit came, starstone was little more than a pretty gemstone used for pure adornment. Fools were we not to realize that the stone came from the goddess herself. Fools were we to adorn our statues, our swords, our jewelry with a material capable of becoming bloodstone.
Note that the goblin's blood runs red, nearly identical to
The volume of the blood can cause quite a mess, as you can imagine. So we're careful to perform the sacrifice within our specialized training.
Don't you find it interminably dull around here?
Could be worse. My brother's a guard at King Marius' palace. Oh, come on. It's not that bad in Heidelheim. Well, you know what they say. The one Attenborough never goes on a murderous rampage.
For after this gig is over?
That
I
maniac
always
is
wanted to start my own business, actually.
By the
Is that
sun,
right?
who was that?
What sort
Who
of
killed that
business?
man without so much as blinking?
Artisanal hand
And she'd
serves.
probably do worse
You
to
haven't
us if
lived
we
until you've
crossed
tried
her.
my windswept eyes. Cooler heads prevail.
Whoa there, Hartford. You're not planning on barging into Lady Attenborough's workshop, are you? She's a woman of inscrutable standards, and hardly a wisp of patience. Well, isn't it obvious? An eternal and steadfast glacier like myself is the ultimate in protection. Lady Attenborough summoned me, and Coalface over there, to serve as her own personal bodyguards, though she don't seem to have much of a problem defending herself, do she?
Wish she'd get a
Strong as an ox, nutty as a squirrel, and holds this whole village in her right hand to boot. We've been hired to fight for her, and fight we will. But standing guard outside these doors is like having a front row seat to watch the goings-on of a loony bin after dark.
This dimension.
The conduit, capital C? I think Attenborough once blew the head off a visitor who dared to say that word without her express permission. Well, I'll tell you this much. If I came upon a cult as intent on sacrificing elementals as this lot is on humans, I wouldn't be poking my nose into the head honcho's workshop. Your kind certainly don't take to it, that's for certain. Without special training techniques, humans will drop dead shortly after touching the stuff. Attenborough said there's a bloke in Silverglen. Brandon, was he called? Anyhow, I guess he's training folks to handle the stuff without getting sick. She calls it an abomination of the goddess's bane. Knowing her, she'll have that Brandon's head on a pike for messing with her precious, poisonous rocks. Ah, those little curiosities Lady Attenborough is always jonesing after. The Immaculates around here are an interesting bunch. They let blood over those gems to turn them into bloodstone. Some sort of powerful relic of magic.
Wiles and tremors.
We elementals don't judge much one way or another. Bloodstone, starstone, redstone, bluestone. They haven't an effect on us in any case. Take care now, and don't go pestering Lady Attenborough, eh? No need to stir the Badger's den. You'll turn the whole town against you while you're at it.
She's got a mighty fine ear on her.
Let's hear another. What'd you say?
Careful now, Squishy. I doubt Lady Attenborough's in any mood to deal with... Oh, come on. Take a single look at this molten fearmaker I call my arm. I'm Lady Attenborough's bodyguard, of course. Though I'm not sure she needs much more than her own two hands to take down anyone who so much as sneezes in her presence. That burn mark that used to be her apprentice must be the third in as many weeks. If she isn't the most powerful geomancer in your realm, I'll eat a water nymph's shoe. Attenborough wrenched that tenebrium she's got from the mountain with a flick of her wrist, and she seems totally immune to that disease, that rot that seems to lay your kind so low. The conduit, capital C. Well, I'll tell you this much. Your kind certainly don't take to it, that's for certain. Without Attenborough said there's a chap in Silverglen. Knowing her... those little curiosities Lady Attenborough's always jonesing after. The Immaculate... I hope you're not getting any ideas about disturbing Lady Attenborough. You've tried my windswept hires. I just
Well, you
know
what they
my
say.
sense would
I watched Attenborough.
How's it going on your side?
You can't be serious.
Well,
I'm just... Whoa there, Hartfoot. You're not planning on barging into Lady Attenborough's workshop, are you? She's a woman of inscrutable standards, and hardly a whisper.
Take care.
Take care. This dimension is...
Halt! Before you'll be permitted into my workshop, you'll have to prove yourself more capable than that corpse I once called my apprentice. Tell me, if you too destroyed one of my precious stones, what could you possibly say to save your life?
Don't you find it interminably dull?
My brothers regard King Marius as balance.
Yeah. I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
Unless you fancy getting vaporized, I suggest you find someone else to bother. Lady Attenborough won't tolerate your distractions. Unless you fancy getting...
Make it quick now. Just because I am gracious enough to tolerate your presence here doesn't mean you're entitled to my time. Ha! What a question! I'm the custodian of Sacred Stone, its chief executive, and its link to the conduit herself. Yes, The conduit speaks to me, her elected disciple, and I share her will with the people of our village. Now that you know to whom you speak, perhaps you'll tread more lightly in my presence. The goddess is chosen, those worthy of the purifying blood. I certainly hope you've made it through her trials with our most useful abbot, Loik. It's not too late for you to join the goddess's fold, you know. A volatile material, yes. We humans are especially vulnerable to the sickness it contains. Rot, the goddess bane itself. But though this holy substance make us ill, we need look no further than bloodstone, the goddess's boon for salvation. That fool couldn't be trusted with a rubber ball, much less a relic as precious as bloodstone. He proved himself unworthy, a lost one, through and through. In a word, expendable. Do I look like to you a woman interested in haggling over pennies?
Don't you find it interminably dull?
Already, are you? Before you go, answer me this. Can you think of a single reason why I ought not to crush you flat before you so much as take a step in the direction of the door?
I'm just making a bit of pleasant conversation.
Pleasant for who?
Time to renovate this place from some slapdash attempt of yours to save yourself. Now, quickly, be gone before I change my mind. If I see so much as a shadow, I'll damn board and beam to destroy you. Jareth is here somewhere, Source Hunter. Hidden in this blood village of hers.
Well, what you waiting for? Shoot out her eyes before she does away with us, too.
Make it quick now. Just because I am gracious enough. Yes! I think I guess someone else got here first. Make it quick now. Just because I am gracious enough to tolerate your presence here doesn't mean you're entitled to my time. Make it quick now. Just because I am gracious enough to tolerate your presence here doesn't mean you're entitled to my time.
Don't you find it each permanently black? Not in mine. There's a talking with me. So, how is it going?
bathed in rivers of renewal.
The seven, I am restored! I can infuse you with power!
Eternal silence awaits you!
Sigurd by my right arm. Get back out there!
Oh, shucks. You think so? My ma always said...
Show your strength!
Sigurd's beard, what a find! I've got my eyes on the prize. Treasure!
I suppose 12 imps would get a few blows in, but I think the shambling oak could shake 'em off soon enough.
A few blows? They get those scrappy fists a-blazing and take it...
You'll never know. Talk to me, apprentice, if you wish to browse the wares. Talk to me, apprentice, if you wish to browse the wares. That nincompoop needs the practice. Do you hear that, you boob? You need the practice!
Nothing but rubbish.
sir. Sorry, sir.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
At times, it will seem that the sacrifices she demands are unfair. Inhumane, even. But we... What do you think you're doing? The goddess's way, young initiates, is not
That's enough
always...
of that now.
It may seem the goddess asks too much. At times, it will seem that the sacrifices she demands are unfair. Inhumane, even.
We won't see
But
eye to
we
eye
of
much
the
longer.
Immaculate Faith must believe in her wisdom. We must trust that she does not name lost ones arbitrarily. No. We must remember that a lost one's energy is not its own, but belongs to the more enlightened beings around it. In this way, the sacrifice of the Lost One sanctifies and enhances the community. The Lost One redeems itself in the greater good.
Jeffrey, pay attention. Or have you already...
It isn't sound terrible.
Let us continue then. And if any of the rest of you...
Come to think of it.
These Immaculates are fantastic. They'd rather exterminate their own kind than mine.
A strange place to keep attached to the schoolhouse.
Is it?
That's the least of the troubling oddities about this place.
Sort of cozy, come to think of it.
Down this cellar of death! Down this cellar...
Pleasure, my liege. Pleasure. How can we help you? Oh, well, nobody. Nobody and nobodies, my liege. Oh, no. You'll not hear a peep of trouble out of us. In fact, perhaps we might be rather useful. Tighten your screws, can we? Fix a broken cell door? What a very strange question. I hadn't considered it myself. No. It's, well, how does one explain it properly? It's in our very nature to thrive behind bars, yes, indeed. Slaves we are, and servants, cannon fodder, vivisection subjects, living footstools, yes. Yes, we imps live to serve, then we die. But I suppose, I do suppose that if the door were board open like that, I suppose we might, well, I suppose we might have a look around.
Pleasure, my liege. Where?
Badger me not. These lost ones could make a break for it at any moment. What do you want to know? We guards are the most trusted in the village. We protect the blood source after all. Can't have bloodstones without half the equation, can you? What about them? Lost ones, one and all. Their only hope for redemption is to be offered up to the enlightened. No better fate for one of their kind than to become part of a greater soul. Better than they deserve, I say.
You there, human! Look, I promised not to bust your skull if you help an orc out of this cell. Oh, I'm like a whaling cooking pot in here. Bruthor, I'm called. But I doubt anyone but me remembers that now. I've been in there nearly as long as a lifetime. Don't know why. Oh, I've been here since I was but a wee lad. Truth be told, these walls are just about all I know. But sunlight, there's something even a big oaf like myself couldn't forget. One day, Source Hunter, whether you help me or not, I'll feel sunlight again.
You, a source hunter, aren't you? Damn it all! I had hoped for someone who might be able to help us out of here. I come from a village not so far to the east of here, the Hunter's Edge by name. What remains of it, I know not. Orcs surprised us, ravaged the place, shipped off every man, woman and child that...
Here. Free me! Free me! I won't survive! Free me!
And all the while, their evil Queen Gratilda presided over our misery, brandishing her carving knives with glee.
Survive this damn much longer!
Damn our jailers!
Then what good will
I've learned my lesson with your kind. Source Hunter. Fat lot of good Source Hunter prestige did for us when Gratilda came. We had a Source Hunter stationed right in our town. A coward called Medora. And she was the first caught and the first flayed when the orcs crept in. We kept waiting for her to save us, little knowing our only defense had fallen. But for all her posturing as a great and powerful Source Hunter, she failed us the only time we ever needed her. They brought us in carts like cattle. Some of us to the mines, some here, some only the gods know where. We heard whispers from the very beginning. Blood sacrifice. Lost ones. Conduit. I can't say exactly what it all means, but I am certain a dark fate awaits us.
It's no use! Let us out of here! Please! I won't survive this.
Badger me not! These lost ones could make a break for it at any moment.
Badger me not! These lost ones could make a break for it at any moment.
You there! Cut it out!
Hey, you! Come on!
What do you want? Can't you see we've got a job to...
That's enough of that now.
Let us out of here!
We'll have none of that, you hear?
That's enough of that now.
Oi! I won't survive. Precious conga yourself. Let me out of here, and I'll show you just how civilized we orcs really are.
Let's dance to death! Pummel into the earth!
Take another shot!
It looks like one, but stings like thousands!
I'd prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
Then what good will it let us out of here? Please!
Then what good will I be to you?
It's no use! No use! I won't...
Ah, now I can endure anything.
Let us out of here! Please, free me!
Let us out of here!
I'll be forever loyal. I won't survive this damn much longer.
Feel my fangs!
I won't survive this damn much longer. No, it's the free me! Free me! And I won't survive this damn much longer.
Then what good will I be to you?
Eternal silence awaits you.
Let us out of here, please!
Once my arrow tastes blood, it craves more! Archer's assault! Sodden all the way to my boot soles!
Let us out of here! Damn it! Let us out of here!
The seven grant abundance!
Let us out of here! Please! No, it's no use!
Let us out of here!
Bloodstone, as powerful as it is sinister.
Hey, you! Come on! I know you must have some way of getting a big lug like myself from out of this cell. Source hunters know all kinds of tricks. Bruthor, I'm called. Oh, I've been here since...
Anybody home? Anybody home?
These immaculates are fan... It's no use. It's no use at all.
Free me! No, it's no use! No.
Goodness! God,
Freedom!
lock me in there where to stick their enlightenment. Thanks.
What's this? Oh, well, don't mind if I do.
Open! Open!
you! Come on!
But we of the Immaculate Faith must believe in her wisdom. We must trust that she does not name lost ones arbitrarily. No.
It never rains but it pours, eh?
My, can it be? Their daughter, can it be you? Well, who else? My dear girl, look at you. You survived.
Jareth! I knew I would find you here. There was no prison in all the realm I would not enter to find you. Come, we must go quickly. The situation in Home Forest is dire, Jareth, and these Immaculates are nothing like those in the stories. They are wicked. We must leave before they find us here.
Oh, Bear Daughter, I should have. Well, you see, I can't just run off. I'm home, and I've work to do here. Hello to you, too. I almost hadn't noticed you there. And who is this, Bear Daughter? A friend of yours?
The Source Hunter has helped me come far, Jareth. I have seen so many things. But there is time enough to discuss all once we return home. We must go, Jareth, before the followers of Attenborough find us.
As I said, Bear Daughter, I am not leaving. Home Forest is gone. You know that, don't you? By now, rot will have infected every living thing within 5 miles of the cabin. It's a wonder you yourself didn't succumb. You needn't entertain these foolish thoughts of returning there, least of all with me. I am among my kind now, the Immaculates. What exactly did you think I was studying all these years, girl? More stories to read to my illiterate servant by night? Well, to be fair, it was hardly intentional. I was experimenting with Tenebrium, trying to distill its powers into a potion when I produced an aerosol that spread like an infection. I myself had already taken the proper prophylactic measures, but it's no surprise that the creatures of the forest weren't so lucky. And you, dear Bear Daughter, how curious that you were unaffected. Yes, curious indeed. I've never heard of a natural immunity to rot. What a useful quality.
Jareth, no. No. I don't understand. That cannot be. Jareth, please tell me this is not true. We are a pair. We found each other. All that is human in me has come from you.
Dear girl, these Source Hunters understand little of what they speak. The Immaculate Way is complex as life itself. Some must suffer so that others may live, so that the best may live. But you grew to serve me well, and in turn I furthered the Immaculate cause in both our names. I could not have done it without you, Bear Daughter. You were essential. And now it can be as it was before. Together, bear daughter, together again we will serve the cause of the goddess and her righteous plans. You in service to me, and I in service of the one way. As before. Don't you remember how happy we were?
Jareth has been more than a mentor to me, Source Hunter. He has shown me the poetry of life itself. Yes, I have served him, and in return he has served me the names of the colors and the creatures I call my family. Without him I would have no past. I would have no name. Yet from you I have understood something new. Our world, the world of humanity, is more complex, more subtle than I ever could have dreamed while living on the edge of survival in Home Forest. I see that it is a vaster world than I ever knew, and in it, I have learned that my master, my friend, is not who he seemed to my innocent eyes.
Come, dear girl. You don't mean...
No, Jareth. I cannot follow you down this path. Not after what you've done, not after what you've become.
You selfish, selfish girl. I ought to have left you stupid and wild as I found you. I see education has done nothing to improve you. You're of no use to anyone anymore.
I am of use to myself. And I myself will hunt down every last one of these immaculate savages, starting with you. This is the end, Jareth. I thank you even as I say goodbye.
From your grave to aid us.
From the tingling in my fingers to the twitching of your corpse.
Soaking spray!
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Soaked all the way to my boot soles.
Now this is valuable.
I will freeze you where you stand!
A few blows, they get those scrappy fists a-blazing and take it down in a matter of minutes. Oaks are strong, but they're slow as...
Guardians, a moment of your time, if it pleases you. I have been pondering and brooding, deliberating and deducting, and I have come to the conclusion that I may well know who our true enemy is. Now, our foe is the Void, of course, the usurper of time and space. But more dangerous even than the great and all-consuming nothing are those who are bent on helping it here, or bent on helping it on Rivellon. I think he still lives. The one that set it all in motion. The one you've met here in the House of the Guardians. Yes, him. It. The one who does not look quite like he used to. The one that whispered deceit and desire into Astarte's ears. He is friend to the Void, and he seeks to give it dominion once and for all. That is who I think he is. As a writer, I'm going to have to disagree with you there, but even then, please don't be fooled, for he does much more than wag his tongue. What we see here, in what was once your house, is most certainly real. But the demon, Astarte, they are, so I believe, mere manifestations of their true selves. Oh, he dwells somewhere. He must. It is a creature of blood and bloodlust, of lies and stratagems. All this time he has been plotting. Of that I assure you. If our enemy has a heart, he is the one that makes it beat. That is my theory.
Demon plot as much as it wants. We won't fall for its tricks.
We shouldn't get overconfident, though. There is more to that thing than meets the eye.
Impressive. A smithy and an armory.
Just
how good of you to drop by. She told me you had grown, you know. That simpleton of a girl. She felt the need to inform me of the fact, with that pathetic tinge of pride in her voice. As if I did not know. As if I haven't been watching you. Like a vulture, a dying beast. I could have plucked out those dewy eyes of hers and thrown them into a frying pan like eggs. Have you ever seen Sunny Side Up staring back at you? I have. But enough of this small talk. Here as I have been watching you, and my amusement has turned into aggravation. Yet still, I yearn for the moment you finally become powerful enough to realize the true depths of your failures. When you do, I'll be there, drawing circles in the skies, watching, waiting, ready to pounce.
Aggressive. We must be getting on his nerves. Excellent.
I'll never look at a fried egg in the same way ever again, though.
There you both are. How jolly. I always do prefer an audience when I give one of my history lessons. My friends, I see you found another starstone. Jolly good of you. But I haven't been exactly idle either, for I think I may have nearly figured out why Source became so terribly tainted. If Astarte is the goddess of the Source, and the void was contained in her very garden, might it stand to reason that it was in fact the void who turned Source into such a dark and terrible power? But the tapestry has been rewoven. Time has been restored. I must speculate no more, and instead we must see what new shred of our tale you've uncovered.
With the Guardians distracted, Astarte lifted the lid of the God Box. What she saw was nothingness. Astarte had called forth the Void Dragon, whose sole purpose was to undo all creation. Caught off guard and terrified, the Guardians, sworn protectors, fled. But Astarte stood firm. She grabbed hold of the dragon and hurled it and herself into the reaches of the void. Here she battled the dragon for all eternity. For his deception, the Trife was cast out of the first creation. He fell to Rivellon, a monstrous creature unworthy of the realm of the gods. Since that terrible day, Source has been tainted by the presence of the Void. A once beautiful power has become corrupted, and those attempting to wield it often go mad in the process.
I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber. I wonder what they'll say.
We may have been tricked into allowing Astarte to open the God Box, but we fled when faced with the Void once more.
Who knows what wonder awaits you?
How could we have known what was to come? We were simple sentinels by then, and ones with faith in Astarte to boot.
There's a seafaring atmosphere about this place.
And seafaring leads to the exotic, to trading.
Guardians. Oh, Guardians, I need you. Heed my plea in these void-filled hours. The dragon is overpowering me. Our enemies are battering the fragile gates of time. The skies are darkening, and the stars are being extinguished. You have to reach me. Star stones will pave the way. Find them, use them, empower them, and hurry. Please make haste.
Only Starstone can stay the Maelstrom now.
Alas, that the damnable stuff is hidden better than a leprechaun's pot of gold.
Welcome, welcome, step right up. Browse these fine goods from far-flung fairy worlds and local slums the same. Take your time, or don't. Time is meaningless after all. Oh, it seems like an eternity ago. Or was it 1,000 years from now? Huh. I was a simple market peddler on the cobbled streets of Alaroth. It was Master Six-Sex himself who passed one long, or possibly very short summer by teaching me both the art and science of rift hopping. And I've been today's special anti-purgation war machine parts. Good day, good... You again, my friend. And so soon after tomorrow, how can I help you this time? Good day. Customer?
On the mend! Into the fray once more!
Good to see you on the shelter plane. It shall be my pleasure. You were deceived, yes. You fled, yes. But look at you now, Source Hunter. You are returned, nearly at least, to your former glory, your former duty. tirelessly do you work against the Void's encroachment, and for this we can only be grateful, no matter what the past has held. Most certainly. Magnificent, isn't it? The anvil of creation, as Lady Time calls it. Don't be too intimidated by the fact that the divines themselves use this mighty forge. Put it to good use, and maybe you'll craft weaponry and armors that will save those same divines from the void.
The way up!
I wonder how much
You
of a
didn't?
spark.
I can't think of a better place for their sort to dock and deal than this nexus of space and time. It's the perfect location for it. Folks like them have seen worlds I only know from picture books. The exotica they bring with them. Blimey, I'm tempted to go on a shopping spree myself.
How might I serve our mission? Threads I weave and tales I see. All will I tell. The smithy. Pardon my rather inappropriate outburst of mirth, but smithy is such a common word for what was once called the anvil of creation. In its fires, the blades of gods have been forged. Breastplates so impenetrable even the claws of demons would break upon their glistening surfaces. The god box itself was made there. An object so strong it could contain the very void. And it is a place of untold power, this smithy. And it is all yours.
In here, isn't it? Are we near a
They are merchants that know no borders. Their tongues are made of such flawless silver they need never turn to weapons to get themselves out of the countless predicaments that arise as they travel across magical realms. Realms as numerous as the stars. Yes, they are merchants that know no life of constancy or even rest, but they care not. With a greed one might mistake for a demons, they long for all that is new, or better yet, unknown. Their trade is their life. For it is their very trade that gives them the life they lead. One of exploration, one of boundless freedom among the boundless rifts. Free are they to do so, as yet.
Think I could fly straight to the void? I think I could fly straight to the void.
Represents all time.
The way up!
One wouldn't think time itself would include so many threads dangling temptingly where any claw could reach it.